the most dangerous things a fic writer can have is not writer's block. It's actually the total opposite, having too many ideas. One idea is exciting enough, right? Two, okay, fun. Even 3 may be manageable. But once you have 47 half-formed fic ideas, 12 notes, app scenes, 3 ships fighting to get your attention, and that one story you swore you were going to finish before starting anything else, suddenly your brain is not a creative space anymore. It's just a crowded room now where every idea is yelling at you to pick me. Pick me. Pick me. No, me. They are all trying to fight for your attention at the same time, which can be quite overwhelming. And this is where a lot of writers get stuck, because while having a ton of inspiration is great, you can't do anything with it if you don't know how to handle it. You need a system for it. So in this video, I want to talk about how to organize your fanfic ideas without turning the process into a second job, without overplanning the fun out of everything, or convincing yourself that every single idea that comes to you needs to become a full fic immediately. Hello, I'm April and welcome back to my archives. This channel is a space for fanfic writers who want to understand their writing process more, have more fun with their stories while writing, and learn practical ways to keep writing when the fic starts fighting you. After receiving lots of comments about you guys just having way too many fic ideas, getting distracted by new ones, and struggling to finish the stories that you already started, I wanted to turn that problem into a video and share a simple framework that's helped me organize the chaos a little bit better. Now, the last thing we need is another overcomplicated process or a boring productivity setup that makes you feel like you have to become an absolute professional before you can write one sentence. We need practical methods that help you get your ideas out of your head and into a place where you can actually work with them. So today, I want to give you guys a framework I am calling Active Waiting Room Archive. 3 categories. That's it. That's all you need. Because when every idea is treated like an urgent idea, your brain has no idea what to focus on. And if you are a fanfic writer with too many ideas, let's be realistic here. The goal is not to get rid of the chaos completely. We still need a bit of creative chaos, okay? The true goal is to wrangle all the chaos in and give it somewhere to sit down for the time being while your brain settles. So let's discuss it. Having a lot of ideas can feel productive, and in some ways it is. It means that your brain is making connections. You're thinking about characters and you are imagining scenes. You're noticing dynamics you want to play with and thinking about possibilities for the plot. And that is not a bad thing. But having too many ideas can create a specific kind of writing paralysis. Because instead of writing like you should be, you start mentally auditioning every possible fic instead. You open one draft and then suddenly remember another idea that pulls you out of that draft and into something else totally different. And now the current fic that you're working on just looks tired and difficult, while the new fic looks all shiny and attractive. So you convince yourself, I think I should just write a bit of this new idea first so I don't lose it, you know? Because that would just be so terrible. You want to be a responsible creator, so you've taught yourself to write down every idea that comes to you as soon as it comes to your brain, immediately. Which is how you wake up the next day with 15 different new documents and absolutely 0 finished chapters. Now, to be clear, starting new things is not automatically a bad thing to do. Sometimes a new idea is genuinely the thing that you need. Newness gives you energy, and sometimes a new story can end up being one of your most favorite projects. But if every new idea pulls you away from your current project, that is when it becomes a problem. And it's not because you're a bad writer or a bad planner or you just have squirrel brain. It's just that your attention can naturally get split before anything has enough time to become real and fully fleshed out. There is a difference between collecting new ideas and committing to a story. Truly, I mean, connecting ideas feels great because nothing has gone wrong yet. You have nothing to really work for. This idea of a fic is still perfect in your head, and you don't have to do any heavy work with it at this point. There aren't any issues or chapters to fix or readers' expectations. It's just pure fun vibes. But sitting down and finally deciding to write out the idea means you have to start making actual decisions. And that's when the work gets a bit more difficult. Some writers keep chasing the idea stage because the idea stage is clean and easy, whereas the actual draft you need to work on is very messy and needs your complete attention and focus for you to be able to move forward. And this is why organizing your ideas matter, because you can have a system where you can just get them out the way and refocus back on your fic you actually want to finish. And you don't need to become extremely disciplined or joyless to organize them either. You just need to stop treating every idea that comes to you like they all have equal priority, because they don't. Some ideas are ready now, and some ideas, as exciting as they are, they need to wait. And this is where the active, waiting room, and archive setup comes in. Active is the very first category of stories. These are the fics that you actually are writing now. Not the stories that you want to write or stories you keep daydreaming about. Not even the story that you began writing 6 months ago and abandoned it after 400 words. Listing your story under the active category means this is the fic that is getting your full attention. You're drafting it, you're outlining it, you're editing it, you're posting it, or just actively trying to move forward. And this category needs to be small. I mean, like very small, painfully small. I know, I'm sorry. We always want to jump from fic to fic and update this one and update that one. But if you think every fic that you're working on belongs under the active category, then nothing is actually active. It'll all just stay a mess of confusion and mixed priorities. For most people, I want to say that 1 to 3 active fics are enough. 1 main fic if you get easily overwhelmed like I do. 2 if you want a little spice and variety. And 3 if you can genuinely rotate writing them without disappearing into a fog of confusion. But if you have 5, 6, 7 active stories, I think it's worth asking, are they actually active? Do they deserve to be active right now? Or do you just feel guilty at the thought that you may need to push some of them aside for later? Because that's usually the issue. A lot of writers keep too many fics in the active category because moving something out of active feels like you're abandoning it. But setting something aside does not mean that you're losing it or you will never touch it again. It's just being honest about your capacity, and that's what this whole thing is mainly about. And to be honest, doing this can be a huge relief, because if you have 10 fic ideas floating around in your head but only 2 of them are active, you no longer feel like you're failing the other 8 anytime you focus on the 2. They have a place and they will not be forgotten. They are just not in the driver's seat right now. They're in the back or maybe even in the trunk. So for your active list, keep it simple. Write the idea or working title. Then write the current stage it's in. Drafting, editing, posting, outlining, or on hiatus but will return soon. Then write the next action. Not the entire plan, just the next step. Something like write the argument scene. Fix chapter 3 opening paragraph. Outline the next 2 chapters. Reread last update and then write a bridge scene. This step is important because an active fic shouldn't just be a list of vague comments or names. It should tell you exactly what you need to do next, because writing work on fic is super vague, and vague tasks are where motivation goes to die. But write the next argument scene is much easier to start, even if you only work on it for 5 minutes. So active fics are where your current writing attention will go towards. It should be a small list and have clear next steps. No lying to yourself about having 12 main projects. If you want to finish any fics, we are not doing that. Stop with the messiness. The second category is the waiting room. And I think this category is what a lot of fic writers desperately need. The waiting room is where you place ideas that are interesting, very tempting, and maybe genuinely good, but not for right now. This is where those shiny new ideas go, instead of letting them immediately hijack your entire writer life. Because we all know when a new idea hits, it feels urgent. You get that little rush, and all of a sudden a complete scene is perfectly in your mind, and you want to get it out and you want to write it down. And now you've convinced yourself that this is the story that you need to work on. This is the one. This one will be much easier and won't have the same problems as your current fic, which is adorable. False, but adorable. The waiting room lets you take your ideas seriously without letting them take over your mind, plan, and actions. You are not saying, no, I will never touch that fic. You're just saying, ooh, I like this. but not yet. That's how it works. Because if you go the other route and try to ignore every new idea instead of acknowledging them, your brain may panic and keep reminding you of it, making it seem urgent because it thinks you're going to lose it. But if you write it down somewhere reliable, the pressure lowers and the idea has been saved. That way it doesn't have to keep tapping you on your shoulder while you're trying to write your current fic. For your waiting room ideas, I recommend capturing just enough to remember why the idea even mattered. You don't have to write a full outline. Please don't write a full outline. You need to write just enough for you to pick back up later when you come back to it. So that could be a working title, the fandom or the ship, the core premise of the story, one or two scenes you actually know, or just that thing, that image that got you excited. We all have that thing. For example, Modern AU were their rival podcast host, but the real tension is that they understand each other too well. Or post-canon grief. Character A keeps fixing things in the house because they don't know how to talk about what happened. Fake dating. But the fake part becomes inconvenient around chapter 3. That's great. That's enough. You're giving future you a little something to mess with, not a full assignment. And this will really help with your focus because when a new idea shows up, because they will, you don't have to argue with it. You don't have to abandon your current fic either. You can say, oh great, let's add you to the waiting room, and then go right back to that fic that you were already writing. And when you're finally done with the active fic and the waiting room fic still feels very exciting later, you can now move it to active because you have more time and space and energy for it. But if it loses that sparkle after a couple weeks, couple months, that is also useful information that you shouldn't be afraid of. This may be hard to hear because it is a bit for me, but some ideas are not meant to become full-on projects. I know. Some ideas are just fun for 20 minutes. They're fun for the week. They just wanted to spin the block and then disappear. And that's fine. Not every idea needs to become a fic, and not every idea needs to become a fic just yet. Sometimes the idea just wants to be written down, admired, and thought about briefly, and then left alone. You can even incorporate those ideas into the story that you're currently working on. The third and last category is archive. The archive category is for ideas that you want to keep, but you are not planning to actively write them anytime soon. You are not throwing your ideas into the trash by doing this. You are just taking them and storing them somewhere safe. I think writers need this because some old ideas can become weirdly heavy. You may have notes apps from years ago, or have started fics or random scenes, characters that you still like, and premises you're just not fully sold on, or you don't care about them anymore, right? These are ones that, like we said, probably spun the block. You probably just don't want to throw them out. You want to put them somewhere. So the archive lets you keep these ideas, half-formed or not, without pretending that they're still calling for your immediate attention. This category says, I'm not deleting this, but I'm also not going to let it take up space in my brain. That's the whole point, because sometimes the guilt of these old unfinished fics and ideas is louder than the ideas themselves. You're scrolling through your documents and see all of these little abandoned and forgotten ideas, and suddenly you're like, oh wow, I never complete anything in my entire life. What am I doing? You're still doing well, sweetie. Don't worry. Just add those fics to the archive. It'll help you release that feeling of guilt or panic because you made a decision that that is where it belongs. You've accepted that you may not get to them in the next year or so, or maybe at all. So instead of seeing a pile of unfinished fic ideas, you'll be seeing a little collection of past creative sparks. Some may become useful and some maybe not, but they don't all need your attention today or anytime soon. Probably not for a while because you're busy writing that active fic, remember? And for the archive category, I'd keep it even simpler than the waiting room. Just add a title or a small description and a few notes if needed. Maybe a tag like old idea, maybe later, scene fragment, character study, AU concept, abandoned but keeping for now. That's it. Keep it simple. You do not need to write entire paragraphs about why you put it there. You can just say, I'm keeping this but I'm not giving it attention right now. That one sentence can save you a lot of mental clutter. And sometimes archived ideas do come back to you. You may read an archive idea months later and suddenly realize, oh, I actually think this belongs in a different fic, or this wasn't a full story, but this scene is still good. Maybe we can still use this in my current project. Or actually, I have changed my mind. I don't want to write this anymore, but that dynamic still interests me. That is why the archive is useful. It keeps your ideas organized and accessible without making every single one of them feel urgent. Now, here is where I need us to be careful, because some of us writers hear organization system and immediately start to create this beautiful, creative, aesthetically pleasing, complex setup that they will use exactly once. It'll have 1,000,001 folders, color-coded tags, detailed spreadsheets, and just act as a whole little writing command center. And listen, if that's you, amazing. Everyone is different and I support your organized kingdom. But for a lot of other people, building a system can become yet another way to avoid writing. You could go too far and end up turning it into another project. Maybe like me in the past, you spent 3 hours organizing a fic instead of actually touching the scene. And now while the system is technically impressive, the chapter still has not been written, which beats the point. So what you want to do is make the active waiting room archive system be simple enough that you will actually use it. You can do this in Google Docs, campfire writing, a notes app, a spreadsheet, even a physical notebook, really anything. The tool does not matter as much as just having the categories there. Active waiting room archive. That is the system. You can make it pretty later if you want, but make it functional first. Do you feel me? Here is how I would do a quick reset if your ideas feel scattered. Step 1, write down every fic idea that is currently taking up space in your brain, but do not organize them yet. Just dump them in there. Main fic, new idea, old fic, new fandom you may want to explore, anything and everything. Step 2, go through the list and mark each idea as active, waiting room, or archive. Do not overthink it. If you are currently working on it or genuinely returning to it soon, mark it active. If you want to write it later but not right now, waiting room. If you want to keep it but it's just not a part of your current writing plans, then archive it. Step 3, for each active fic, write the next action. Not the entire plan, just the next action. That is the part that will help you write. Because an organized fic idea list is nice, but an organized fic idea list with no steps can leave you staring at the page like, okay, now what? The action is what turns the list into actual movement. And if you do this and realize you have 7 active fics, no you don't. Be for real. They are not going to all get the same amount of attention and time, and shouldn't if you want to finish any of them. Pick the 2 or 3 strongest ideas that can actually get your attention right now and move the rest to the waiting room. And you can always bring them back if you change your mind later. Nothing is locked in forever and there is no legal contract. It's just a way to stop every idea from ruining the momentum of your current fic. You don't have to start every fic immediately. You don't have to delete any idea that you're not ready to use. You don't have to remember everything by force. And you especially do not need to let the newest idea bully the current fic out of your hands. You can write things down, sort them out honestly, and choose what gets your attention now. That's the point. Not perfection, not a perfect, spotless system, just enough structure to help you keep going. So if you've been feeling pulled in 12 different directions every time you sit down to write, give the active waiting room archive category system a try. It's nothing special, but it can make a huge difference because then your fic ideas won't all be fighting in your brain for the main spot. And when your ideas have a place, it'll be a lot easier to choose what you're actually writing today, because that's all you really need to know when you sit down to write your draft. What am I working on now? What is the next step? And what ideas can wait their turn without being forgotten? So, curious minds want to know, how are you organizing your fanfic ideas right now? Do you use Google Docs or Notes app, spreadsheets, pure chaos, or some secret option that I may not be prepared to hear about? And do you usually have one fic at a time, or are you constantly being haunted by all these little plot bunnies? Let me know in the comments. And if you enjoy talking about fan fiction, writing, fandom culture, and how to make the writing process a little less overwhelming, feel free to like this video, subscribe, and share it if you can. And if you want access to future videos before they go public, you are always welcome to join the Support the Archive membership linked in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.